Hi, I'm Kate Allison. I'd like to invite you to walk with me on a journey through nature, to have a conversation about how to quiet the mind and to open to the still small voice within. At times when my mind feels jumbled and loud, I like to go for a walk. The opposite arm and opposite leg swaying can help to cut through all of the chaos in my mind or what might be going on around me, so that I can get back to that anchor of truth and calm amid any of the storms. Being in nature is one of the most helpful places for me personally as I try to find peace and quiet in my own mind and my own thoughts. Nature has so much to explore, so much for curiosity to take hold of. It's an invitation to use all of our senses in order to be present and to simply be. Curiosity is a wonderful way to tap back into the present moment. If we can engage with the textures, with the smells, with the colors, it can invite us to be more engaged in the here and now, letting go of pathways of the past and trails off into thoughts about the future. It can be a wonderful way to just come back to this present moment, finding a bit more stillness and quiet. At times, I find it helpful to just let my thoughts wander in nature, to give those thoughts a voice and a space of nonjudgmental awareness and listening. If I simply allow those thoughts to show up, after they feel heard and seen, they often quiet down, not having to try so hard to wrestle up into the forefront of my mind for my attention. Listening for our highest self is like tuning in to the ocean beneath the waves. Every emotion, thought, and perception is a wave in the present moment. At times, thought storms or hurricanes of ideas and emotions can be raging all around us, but there is always a depth of being just below the surface. We simply have to tune in and listen in order to find it. If we become overly blended with one part of ourselves or with our thoughts, if we forget that we are not our thoughts, but rather the awareness of our thoughts, life can feel very chaotic and out of control. But if we can learn to listen, to just let those thoughts be, to let them roll through like waves, there's a depth of guidance and inner knowing that begins to emerge. If it feels challenging to listen in for that inner direction and knowing, using our senses can be helpful. We can only smell or feel and touch or see in this present moment. We can go back to memories of the past or imaginations of the future, but our senses can only happen in the clarity of the here and now. Rather than blending with our thoughts, if we allow ourselves to blend with the nature around us, it can be an invitation to open up more wholly and fully to the world around us, to let the innocence and the freedom of our inner children begin to emerge, a playfulness of spirit, a delight in the world around us, an engagement with everything that is. The birds don't question their own song. The grasses don't question themselves dancing in the breeze. And we as humans can tap into that freedom as well when we allow ourselves to simply be. As we allow all of those thoughts and emotions to have a place, often a quiet and a stillness begins to emerge when we're no longer resisting. There's a freedom in our thoughts. Thank you for joining me on this walk through nature. Thank you for tuning in.